The Curse of Gretchen's Lock, a haunting retelling of Beaver Creek's most enduring legend. April 1833, Sprucevale, Ohio. The Sandy and Beaver Canal was a feat of ambitious engineering. Stretching from Boulevard to the Ohio River, it cut through valleys, forests, and the heart of Columbiana County. Construction began in the early 1830s, and at the time, Sprucevale was a small but thriving canal town nestled deep in what is now Beaver Creek State Park. It was here at Lock 41 that the legend was born. Heinrich Gill, a canal engineer from Bavaria, arrived in early spring to oversee stonework along the lock. He brought with him his 12-year-old daughter, Margaretha, called Gretchen by all who knew her. Her mother had died on the voyage from Germany, and Heinrich, unable to leave her behind in Europe, brought the girl to America despite her frail condition. They stayed in a boarding house near Sprucevale Mill, where locals quickly grew uneasy around the girl. She was polite, but distant, pale, quiet, often seen wandering the forest alone, humming lullabies in German. The mill workers claimed she spoke to shadows and seemed drawn to the water. Her presence brought a chill to the air. Then, as suddenly as she had arrived, Gretchen fell ill. Some say it was fever. Others claim she drowned. Found by her father near the base of Hamilton's mill, her hands clawed with dirt, as if she tried to crawl from her grave. No autopsy was ever performed. Her father, overcome with grief, built her coffin himself and arranged for her to be taken to Lisbon for burial. But the funeral procession never made it. As the hearse wagon passed near Sprucevale Road, the horses reared violently at a bend beside the creek. The casket tumbled, cracked open on the rocks. When they reached it, the coffin was empty. Some claimed the body had been swept away. Others whispered it had never been in the box to begin with. Heinrich disappeared weeks later, last seen at Gretchen's Lock late one night, carving something into the stones. His tools were found beside the canal. He was never seen again. Present day, Beaver Creek State Park. The remnants of Sprucevale lie in ruin, foundations swallowed by earth, the old canal overgrown. But Lock 41, known locally as Gretchen's Lock, still stands. Weathered stone walls, water-stained and cracked, stretch between trees like the ribs of something long buried. In 2023, Emily Reiser, a 24-year-old graduate student in historical preservation from Ohio University, arrived in the area for a research project. Her thesis was on the role of immigrant labor and folklore in early Ohio canal construction. Naturally, Gretchen's Lock came up. Locals were tight-lipped. It's just a ghost story, they'd say. But they didn't go near it after dark. Not since the 1984 Boy Scout sighting or the 2007 camping incident, when a camper reported a girl's voice whispering in German from outside his tent. Emily was intrigued. She wasn't a believer, but she respected folklore as cultural memory, what people whisper when the facts no longer satisfy. She visited the site on April 14, 2023, the 190th anniversary of Gretchen's death, though she didn't know it at the time. She brought a notebook, a camera, and an audio recorder. The woods were unusually silent. No birdsong, no wind, just the soft trickle of Beaver Creek nearby. Emily walked the lock's edge, inspecting chisel marks, noting that some appeared to be older than the canal itself, primitive carvings. Symbols, words in German. One phrase caught her eye, Sie nahm mich mit. As Emily leaned in to photograph the stone, her recorder picked up something faint. A voice, almost too soft to hear, whispering.
Papa, hilf mir.
She spun around. No one. That night, she returned to her rented cabin near the Gaston's mill-covered bridge. Her laptop flickered. Her photos were corrupted. The only one that remained was of the carved phrase on the lock. She began dreaming of a girl with wet hair, whispering from beneath the water. Emily dove deeper into the archives. At the Columbiana County Historical Society, she found Heinrich Gill's name in canal payroll records and a single, yellowed letter from the Lisbon Town Hall dated April 30th, 1833, acknowledging the attempted burial of Margaretha Gill but noting that the remains never arrived. She found no grave for Gretchen, only a German Bible with a handwritten note in the front.
Sie ruht nicht. Nicht hier.
May 2nd, 2023. Emily was last seen walking alone toward the trail near Sprucevale Road just after dusk. The next morning, a hiker found her notebook placed carefully on the lock. The last page read,
She was never buried. The water kept her. She wants to be found. Or she wants someone to stay.
Emily's body was never found. Her car remained parked near the Dogwood Trail lot, keys still in the ignition. Since then, multiple visitors have reported hearing whispers at the lock. Some say it's Gretchen. Others say it's Emily now,